Run it up and multiply figures. Fuck them niggas if they ain't my niggas. I'm never satisfied. Skeletons open closets, some shit I can't hide. Turn around on my dime, baby, just drive. Taking fair chances, high risk is just time. Let her spend a night, add some debt to the bond. She insecure when she suckin', girl, you just fine. I don't drink on weekdays, but we sip wine. Get you on board, find your balance, just grind. I just moved the ugly batch for the 5th time. My paper on schedule, something like a sitcom. Foresighted nigga, always thinking big time. I give it to them raw, but they think it's just rhymes. They think it's just get money until we die, nigga. I don't stress, I'ma get high with her. Run it up and multiply figures. Fuck them niggas if they ain't my niggas. Get money until we die, nigga. I don't stress, I'ma get high with her. Run it up and multiply figures. Fuck them niggas if they ain't my niggas. My niggas. My niggas.
Yeah. We back at it. Free Play Radio. That was Pussy Multiply. Produced by super producer we got in the building today for another episode of Free Play Radio. We got Tope in the building.
Yes, sir.
How you feeling, bro?
I'm wonderful, bro. Thanks for having me.
Man, I got to just thank you for just pulling up. I know you super busy, you know, producing and building.
For real. I really am. Schedule booked.
Man, for sure.
Schedule booked and busy.
So for the people that may be unfamiliar, where are you from? And although you're known as a super producer, you are a rapper as well.
Yep.
So what brought you to music along as where you're from?
Man, from Portland, Oregon, originally. I've been in the Bay now for like 8 years. But yeah, Lents Park, Southeast Portland. Man, music, I feel like it's just been in me. Like I come from a family of musicians, so it's something I just grew up around like heavily. And all my cousins played music. Like I was kind of late to playing music because I was playing sports and like my mom never put us in any lessons or anything, but like always was playing a lot of like soul and R&B and jazz around the house, and like also growing up in the church, like my uncles like played in the choir, that type of shit, you know. So, man, this shit was just something that was just in me, you know, from a young age. And then once my sports career died, once I realized I wasn't going to go to the NBA, it was like, man, let me, you know, mess around with music, you know, and it's just a journey from there for sure.
What position you played in hoop?
Point guard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
point guard. And then I played free safety, and then I played shortstop. I played basketball, football, baseball.
Quadruple threat.
Yep.
Come on, man. For sure. So when it comes to just being from Portland, what was it like growing up in Portland? And are there any similarities to the Bay? Because I've personally never been to Portland.
I mean, there's similarities in the fact that it's like a West Coast city, and I think Portland kind of like models itself a little bit after San Francisco in that way. Like Seattle, San Francisco, Portland all have kind of like similarities and stuff. But Portland, man, you know, it rains like 6-7 months out of the year. And like I grew up in Southeast Portland, 89th, 90th Avenue, and like I'm not gonna lie, my neighborhood was kind of dreary growing up. Like I live right next to Lents Park, so I had the ability to like I said, play sports was like my escape. But like even as a kid, I was always like, I can't wait to move from my neighborhood, because it was just like a little bit depressing in my neighborhood. But then Portland as a whole is a beautiful city, and I think really also cultivated like my background with arts, like with music and being able to perform. And it's a great city to be a local artist in, bro. I had so much fun being a rapper in Portland, you know, like it was really training ground for me to like figure out everything that I'm doing now. You know, I was able to test in Portland, and I had so much fun, you know, doing music in the city for sure.
So who would you say introduced you to just the rap art form, and that you could do it yourself?
Man, to do it myself, probably my homie Spencer C. Goods and my other homie Anthony Pianovi were two of my friends that were on my basketball team, and they were just like rapping on the bus, like, hey bro, check this out. And I was like, I'd always loved hip hop since like a young age, but I had never like really thought about trying to write. And then seeing them do it, it was just one of those things, like I saw it was possible, and then I was like, I want to do it instantly, you know. And then from there just started writing raps, and then later, you know, messing around with beats and stuff like that. But it was really just from seeing my friends do it and like having that love of music, you know, like my entire life, and then being like, wait a second, I could rap? You know what I'm saying?
I
like,
got a story to tell.
I didn't even know if I had a story to tell, but I wanted to tell a story.
No, I get you.
You
I get
feel
you
me?
for sure. No, I was going through the catalog and I found No Lie.
Yeah.
I was on iTunes. You know, I like to purchase my music.
Come on, appreciate
They can't
you.
take it. They can't take it from me if I purchase it.
Cha-ching. Talk about it.
But you got the No Lie record.
Yeah.
How did that come about, bro?
Actually made that when I was in the Bay. Produced by my homie Jimmy Javier out of San Diego, and you know, just kind of like I feel like going through a little bit of heartbreak and moving to the Bay, and like some of my relationships changing, whether it was in Portland or like learning how to deal with dating Bay Area girls.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was a big transition. So like it was kind of like, I'm not gonna lie, a little bit of like pain influenced that song.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But it was also kind of just showing like, I don't know, my more like player side.
Nah,
You know what I'm
I get you.
saying?
It's all in us.
Right, exactly.
So for the people listening, before we get into the record, where can they follow you on social media, and where
Yeah.
can they stream your music?
It's Tope on Twitter, Instagram. It's Tope.com, my website, and then just Tope on Apple Music, Spotify, TOPE. Man, help me get to this 5 million. We creeping up on it.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Let's get it. We're about to get into the record. It's Free Play Radio. Tope, No Lie.
Let's go. It's 4 a.m. on the west side. We just get into it.
Please text me on arrival, working for survival. Used to be my main chick, she fucking with my rivals. Switched up on me like I ain't the one. Then I banged on your line like we done. Out of town with my nemesis, play me like I'm Genesis. It's one thing for sure, baby girl, I'm gonna remember this. You mad that I left you in the city on your own? And every time you faded, baby girl, you hit my phone. Come on. We too grown for all that. Screenshot my text, I'm too known for all that. I gotta watch how I move when I'm in and out the groove. And anyone I choose gotta match with my mood. It's business over pleasure, but we can do whatever. And I done seen the changes, I commend you for your efforts. And focus on the details, I iron out the kinks. And I'ma let you know what's good every time we link. And if you down, then you down, don't tell me no lie. And if you down, then you down, don't tell me no lie. And if you down, then you down, don't tell me no lie. And if you down, then you down, don't tell me no lie. Sometimes you just gotta get your side of the story straight. 'Cause Lord knows they gonna try and twist it on. And I don't like these groupies, they round me too much. I need one to count on, I'm down on my luck. Come through my town, dick you down in my truck. Break down that weed, roll an ounce and I'm up like, yeah. I said SF great. I done met a couple hoes back at SF State, but wait, hold up. And that's TMI. I still own all my shit, no BMI. I got my ex-girl mad all on my phone. Said I could do bad all on my own. You ain't gotta brag, girl, I know you grown. I'ma get this bag, girl, you get gone. And if you down, then you down, don't tell me no lie. And if you down, then you down, don't tell me no lie. And if you down, then you down, don't tell me no lie. And if you down, then you down, don't tell me no lie. And if you down, then you down, don't tell me no lie. And if you down, then you down, don't tell me no lie. And if you down, then you down, don't tell me no lie. And if you down, then you down, don't tell me no lie.
It's all sunny and beautiful.
And next thing I know, it can't be no boyfriend, girlfriend shit around this, about this pimping and hard, man. Cause them boyfriend and girlfriends, that type of thing, you know what I mean? When you become boyfriend and girlfriend, you swear it's what you call it. You know, it ain't nothing like that, man.
Pulled up in a foreign knocking Lauren, bounced out, form looking reassuring. Pull stunts, half Knievel get to blushing. 2 blunts, then I'm leaving with a Russian. Screw once, yeah I beat it like percussion. The whole cut, so what? P is nothing. Next move, always better than your last. The vet be going fast, the rep unsurpassed. Well, I'm doing swell, so glad you asked. Alright now, have a seat kids, time for class. Counting cash, the house was glass. Her brain moved slow, but her mouth was fast. I'm on the Bay Bridge, blowing smoke with Tope. Do my coat match the car, or my car match the coat? I have no idea. I'ma come clean, don't bother for soap. Be cool, keep your hand in your pocket and soap. Sunshine, convertible tops. You call them rags, we call them drops. You ride black walls, we ride Vogues. You got a girlfriend, we pimp hoes. Sunshine, convertible tops. You call them rags, we call them drops. You ride black walls, we ride Vogues. You got a girlfriend, we pimp hoes. My sneakers was off-white, the freak she was off-white. I just had a long flight, it's gonna be a long night. I'm fiending for long green, I'm meaner than Don King. I'm flyer than Don Juan, I'm minor than Long Con. My service is fucked off, I'm flying to Hong Kong. The blonde was so far gone, I wrote her a swan song. Pricey, I step up, I don't do the step back. You chose on a bozo, I bet you regret that. I don't want no get back, that sucker can keep you. I previewed that movie, now keep it groovy with these two. By all means, be happy, baby, please do. We ironed out the details over tiramisu. The coat horse hide, of course I'm going live. If this your first time hearing me, you been deprived. Coward, I said my office hours 10 to 5. Been the guy, just take a sec to compartmentalize. Sunshine, convertible tops. You call them rags, we call them drops. You ride black walls, we ride Vogues. You got a girlfriend, we pimp hoes. Sunshine, convertible tops. You call them rags, we call them drops. You ride black walls, we ride Vogues. You got a girlfriend, we pimp hoes. We pimp hoes.
Yeah. We back at it. Free Play Radio. That was Pricey and Tope, Girlfriend.
Yeah,
That was one of them joints, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
fucking
one
with
of
that.
them ones.
One of them traditional
Vibey.
hip hop joints.
Right. I put the break beat in it and said, let's take it on one.
Yeah. Nah, you was telling me off air, you know, bruh and Pricey been putting in a lot of work out in Portland.
Yeah.
So it's dope to see that y'all created a project and you able to platform him as well.
Yeah, and he took it on one. I think he's dropped like 4. We dropped ours in January, and he's dropped like 3 projects this year,
Damn.
like self-produced.
Damn.
Like he took the ball and ran with it.
But sometimes you really just need somebody to help or
Man.
put that battery in your back.
Sometimes you just gotta need a little bit of encouragement, bro. I remember like when I was at that point with production too, and it was just like someone to just tell you, bro, you're on the right path. Like, hey, this is what you do good. This is what, you know, you could work on in like that constructive type of thing. And bro, sometimes that honest criticism or whatever, you know, is so helpful for sure.
Definitely. I gotta ask you, who were the producers you were looking up to when you first got into production?
Yeah, I would say like Dilla and Madlib were like the original people that made me want to actually like produce because of their sample choices. Like it was like records that I knew, you know what I'm saying? Motown stuff or like in the Donuts era, like obvious samples, but they were flipping them a different way. You know, it'd be like a Bobby Womack record that I loved and I'm like, dang, this shit is tight. So
Yeah.
I really just wanted to figure out like how to do it, you know, like, damn, how can I take this Marvin Gaye shit and speed it up and make it sound this type of way or whatever. But I would say Dilla, and then like later kind of forming my style like Kanye and Pharrell and then like some of the West Coast stuff that I grew up on, like Quick, you know, Battle Cat, Dre, of course, you know, that type of stuff. Like, but Jay Dilla, I think would be the pinpoint producer that made me start making beats.
Okay,
Yeah.
I gotta ask you, was Jay Dilla one of the first, like, did he produce one of the first albums you bought, or what was the first album you feel like you bought with your own money?
It was probably with my own money. It was probably Life After Death, Notorious B.I.G. So also those Puffy records, like the Mace, Puffy, Big era was also very influential because of like, again, how big the production was and like how fun that shit was. It was like a party on every record, you know. So that was also like super, super influential. I think my mom bought me All Eyes on Me. Like that was also another one. But I remember my birthday, I bought Life After Death, and I bought was it East 199 by Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Okay.
Yeah, so I had those, and I think I had those both at the same birthday or whatever.
Right. Do you feel like those moments, like the introduction of music, stick with you throughout the journey?
Yeah, for sure. I think music is very like nostalgic. You can hear a song and it could take you back to like a place and time where you
Right.
were. Like when I hear "To Live and Die" in LA, it goes back to my mom's house on Southeast 89th, and I can damn near remember what I was eating and everything, like that original feel, like hearing
You
that.
can smell it.
Yeah, like hearing that in the summer. At least that's how it is for me. Like some of that music is very nostalgic, like some of the early Future stuff or Drake, you know, the Take Care. You
Yeah.
remember where you were when you heard this type of stuff the first time. Like Weeknd's first 3 albums, I remember what chick I was dealing with. You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel you. I feel you on that. When it comes to just production, what would you say is like your favorite part? Do you like creating the bodies of work? Do you like taking time on one specific song? Like, what is it about production that you love?
Man, that's a good question. I really just like love the meshing of like melodies and bass lines and drums, like how it all comes together. Like I really just love creating stuff from scratch and seeing the way it comes out. But then also hearing the stories that the artists come with on my beats, because I just really look at it as like a canvas, you know. So I'm gonna give you the canvas, you draw your own picture. So it's kind of like both of those things. The actual creation when I'm in the lab like by myself, or if I'm in the studio with other people, but then also like hearing what people do to it, you know. Like right now I'm working on the project with Stoney, and this is the first project in a while I've worked with a woman. So hearing her perspective on the records is so refreshing, because I've been working with guys, you know what I'm saying, for the last 10 projects. So now it's dope to hear like the way she's coming on shit, and the way her delivery and her thought process and all that too. So it's a blessing. Like that's kind of one of the reasons why I stopped rapping, was to give that platform to other artists and hear what they're gonna do with it. You know?
So, and speaking of that, you and LaRussel, y'all have been on a tear
for sure
for what feels like an eternity now. You feel me?
Right.
How did that relationship come about?
Man, just organic. I think just me being a fan of his work and like seeing that he had something special going on, and just wanted to work with him and see what we could do together, you know. But it really came from his content, you know, the stuff he was posting on Twitter. Like I saw it as a fan. I saw him and Tessie's stuff and just saw, you know, the energy they had around him. And then our first couple sessions were like instant chemistry. So immediately it was like, oh, this is something I've never seen another rapper do as far as like in the time we created music, you know. And then, man, it's just gone from there, you know. And honestly, like the way I've never created as much music with an artist in a short amount of time as I have with LaRussel, and also the quality of music we made, you know. So it's something that's like, I think just chemistry comes down to chemistry, really, I think.
And would you say chemistry can make or break the situation?
100%. Yeah, for sure. Because I've been in the studio with artists that I wanted to work with, and I don't feel like we didn't ever get on that same page, and no records came. But we were both fans of each other, you know. But like us working never worked out, and that's cool, because I can still be a fan from afar and be like, okay, maybe my production isn't for them, or vice versa, you know. But like without chemistry, you know, without spark, it's like a relationship. It's like any relationship, like a friendship too, you know. Without y'all being able to joke and have fun, it's just gonna be stiff. So it's got to be like that in the music too. And I think kind of part of it is like gaining a friendship with people too. Like some of the artists I work with, like I like to kind of kick it with them too. Like we might go eat and drink, smoke, and before we really find our chemistry musically. That didn't happen with me and LaRussel. We were damn near strangers, and then we just were like made some amazing records off top and became friends later. So,
that's dope. A record I want to get into, I feel like you had a video that went viral. It was I think it was like a car driving. It was a GT Coupe.
Yeah.
With LaRussel, you and LaRussel featuring One More in 8.
Yep.
How did that record come about, bro?
That was just like one of the beats that LaRussel had grabbed from Marlon 7. I actually made that beat like I think before I met LaRussel, or maybe like right around the time after I met LaRussel, and I had put it on this video of a drone of a bowling alley, and that went viral.
That's what it was.
That went viral first, and it was like super random, bruh. And that went viral, and then he had asked me for the beat, and then that was my introduction to One More in 8. I hadn't really heard his music before then, and instantly became a fan, you know. So that was kind of his play getting an 8 on it, and I think it was during the time of the GC live sessions.
Yeah.
So it was like it just made sense or whatever. But I gotta throw that one to LaRussel. You know, he took the whole concept and really wrote his life on that and really poured out on that one and gave us like some real honesty. You know, stuff we could all relate to as far as like being an entrepreneur, throwing shows, and stuff not going well, and having to push through and believe in yourself and invest in yourself. You know, like, man, that's a tale that people will be able to relate to forever, I think.
Yeah. How important is the independence to you? Because you're right alongside of him.
Yeah.
And you're independent yourself, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So how important is your independence?
Man, I think it's so important. I've strayed away from deals my entire career. I did one small deal in Portland, but it was more like a partnership or whatever. But yeah, I've strayed away from deals, and it's been difficult at times. But I just feel like you reap the benefits more in the end. It's more work up front, but it's more you can benefit from in the end, in my opinion. Like I have major label situations on the table right now, but financially and exposure wise, they're not bigger than what we're creating. You know, so if I go to do something with a major, I'm taking a lesser percentage. I'm working with the artist who probably has less exposure, you know, less steam than what we have going right now, but it might look dope to be like, you know, I produce on this record label or this record label, but really independently we're doing hella shit.
Yeah, doing what you want to do.
Doing what you want to do and having the freedom to release too, bro. We release when we want. We make a song, we make a project in a day if we want and drop it, and drop content whenever we want, you know, and being the boss of your own shit, you know what I'm saying? Being the boss of your own operation, I think is so important, and like building it. Not saying that, you know, label deals don't benefit certain artists, but for me, man, I've thugged it out, and just, you know, tried to put that weight on my back and like build my team. Yeah. You know, a team, I said it the other day, like I feel like a team is more important than a deal. You know, you could get a deal and fall flat without the team.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
While you here, I want to just commend y'all for, y'all created the album. Was it Champagne Gummies? Y'all created the album on live?
We that was Days Like This.
Days Like This,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we did that all like in one day, and in real time we shot the videos and uploaded them.
Yeah.
Like I think we had started maybe like at like 1, and then by 7, you know, something like that, we had finished the whole project.
Yeah.
6 or 7 songs. Tieta had it all uploaded. Like we were doing it in real time. Like, it was pretty crazy.
No, that was, I just got to say it, just like that was fire. Before it left my mind, it was just like that concept of just creating the album in real time and then presenting it. And
because,
go ahead. No, go ahead.
And we caught a couple ones off of that. Like 10s, 20s, Cisco, Energy is Currency.
That's
like,
my joint.
Yeah, bro. We caught a few ones. Like it ended up being a very quality project that we made in one day, you know? So that was great.
For sure. Well, we're going to get into this record, GT Coupe, LaRussel and Tope, featuring my guy 1 More in 8. It's Free Play Radio. It's your boy Scino.
Hey, Tope, we gotta tell them how this game go. I used to run the city in the GT Coupe. Got repossessed, I was hurting. I quit my job, I was working. Invested in myself, I was certain. Knew that I would blow, took a risk, 5K into a show. Lost 1,500 at the door. So, see when you a boss, is how I go. Bitch, I lost everything but hope. Talk about growth. In the deep end, tryna float. Feel like I'm in the snow without a coat. Nigga, you ain't know. This is the type of shit they don't show when there's only 5 people at your show. What would you do? I was backstage turning blue in the face cause I let down the crew. Let down the who? You can only let down you. Take notes, I'ma tell you what to do. Pick yourself up, dust that shit off your shoulders. Hey, get yourself together, you the closer. Breathe, gain your composure. What? Bitch, it ain't over till it's over. I used to run the city in the GT Coupe. Hey, got repossessed, I was hurting. Yeah, I quit my job, I was working. Invested in myself, I was certain. Knew that I would blow, took a risk, 5K into a show. Lost 1,500 at the door. So, see when you a boss, that's how I go. Bitch, I lost everything but hope.
Look, take a couple losses just to cherish a win. Feel like you drown until you learn how to swim. Took the last that I had and invested it in. I got faith in my hustle, I invested again. I put 7 in the merch, 15 in the stocks. Still a couple pickles up, put them in the box. They ain't wanna let us in, we start picking the locks. Work smarter, not harder, how you get to the top. Shooting hoppers in the shots, let me get to my spot. Make sure your T got a cross and your I got a dot. Get a team that believe, put the price in the pot. Stay cool under pressure, live life on the rocks. And they
used to run the city in the GT Coupe. Hey, got repossessed, I was hurting. Yeah, I quit my job, I was working. Invested in myself, I was certain. Knew that I would blow. Took a risk, 5K into a show. Lost 1,500 at the door. So, see when you a boss, that's how I go. Bitch, I lost everything but hope. Hey, it's different. Wow. Tope on the boards too. Stop playing with him. Tope got the dope, bring the beat in. Number 3. In 1 year, is it possible? I was 3 years old when my mama left the town. Shit, look at me now. Probably see me in the V with my circle, we around. They jocking, it's going down. Tell Tope send a pack through. That's my nigga like he black too. Hey, these niggas liars, I cap too. Hey, that mean I wear a lot of hats, fool. Hey, they shut me out, I'm finna buy the whole V now. Kill them all, you could put them on the T now. Niggas rolling out their albums like me now. Come to the Bay and they stopping by the V now. You see the bells and the whistles, bitch, I'm extra. This ain't a motherfucking song, this a lecture. P.S. straight from my, this is pressure. I'm building sets where Michael's finding textures. Bitch, stop playing, I'm the one that got this shit hot. Kobe, you Rick Fox. I came up listening to Drip Drop. Hey, now I make bands off of TikTok. Ariana Grande, I make this shit pop. I'm selling shares, come and split shop. Superhead, this a big bop. Nigga, if you know, you know. They ain't got slaps, they ain't got content in they raps. They ain't putting niggas on the map. Niggas hating from outside, I'm in the blinds like, who is that? Who? Another nigga who can't rap. They can't do what we do. If they could, they would do the shit too. Everybody me, Mr. Me Too. They can't do what we do. If they could, they would do the shit too. Everybody meet Mr. Me Too. Nigga, stop playing. Hey, this shit is not the same. Not the same. Not the same.
Yeah. That was Mr. Me Too, LaRussel and Tope.
Yes, sir. Stop playing.
Man, that joint crazy, bro. The live shows. If y'all never been to a LaRussel show, Tope sometimes he'll hop on that stage and perform.
Right.
I love seeing the charisma up there, bro.
For real?
Yeah, for real.
That shit was fun, bro. I felt like I started reading the Instagram comments and they were like, why you keep letting this white boy fuck up your song?
But it shows the dedication. Like, nah, I really fuck with him.
Right. I be knowing the lyrics.
I fuck with him. You feel me? So
dog.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
No, people like it a lot. I think people like it damn near more than I do. I'd be like, I'm a chill.
But then it's like, you know, you the producer too though. So it's like you need your shine.
Yeah, I remember Pussy was like, bro, he's like, how's it just a producer that swaggy? I'm like, bro, cats forgot I used to be really rocking shows.
Come on now. So you say you got a project, or we working with Stony?
Yeah, me and Stony got an album coming. We're like maybe halfway in, 6-7 songs.
Okay.
I got a project with this artist L James, super dope artist out of San Jose that's dropping top of the year that's done. Me and LaRussel might have another one in the bag before the end of the year.
Okay. Y'all were just out in New York.
Man, come on.
What was it? 8 hours? So 500 people or something? Or?
Yeah, bro. He announced the show in the morning. He was like, I think I want to do a pop-up, maybe something small, 100, 50, 200 people. And it kept growing, bro. He's like, the offer-based show. It kept growing. He's like, we got 100. Damn, we got 150. We got 200. We got 300. We got 400. And then we got the venue last minute, found a venue in the city, bro. Literally, it was like scrambling all day. Mind you, we're running around doing interviews and everything. We recorded our project, our new project, right before we go to the show. You're gonna see the whole documentary and everything.
Come on, man.
Like, it's crazy.
Spilling the beans on Free Play Radio.
Oh God, exclusive. And then 500 people, bro. There was a line down the block.
Man,
we're in New York City. They're asking us to play "Sprinkle Me." I'm from the VALLEJO in New York City, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we were all just like this is nuts.
Man,
This is nuts.
that's beautiful, bro.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for any rising producers or anyone that just want to get into production?
Man, study. You know, like there's so many tools out there and tutorials and tips on VSTs and mixing and all that stuff. Like really take your time, watch tutorials, and just if there's something you want to find out to do, just Google it in. How to make a beat like so-and-so, or how to make chords, or how to make a vocal chop. Like it's all there. I produced for damn near 10 years and then reshifted my whole sound and studied. You know, I went back to the drawing board and learned how to play piano and bass and synths and all this stuff, you know, and now my beats sound completely different. But I had to humble myself, one, to be like, there's more I could learn.
Yeah.
And then I had to go through a phase of being whack again, like making those beats that suck and then getting better, you know, through composing stuff or whatever. So, man, study.
For sure. Well, do you got any shout outs that you know, I mean, you might have to name a bunch of people, but.
Shout out to my dog Poozy, man. Shout out Stony. Shout out Good Company. Shout out my grandma, man. Shout out Pete's Coffee. Man, shout out you for having me, bro.
For sure,
I appreciate you. You
Yeah,
know,
off top.
much love, holding it down for the Bay Area.
Come on now. Much respect to you for pulling up. Much success.
Come on, bro. I
to
appreciate
Tope, Good Company, LaRussel. I see y'all. Like I said, y'all been on a tear, bro. And
Thank you, bro.
the song I want to get into, probably one of my favorite records of the year.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Talk about it.
I'm just now finding out the song is called Baggage Claim.
Talk
and
about
not
it.
go get that bag, but I'm still go get that bag, you know?
I still call it go get that bag. I was telling Troy, go get that bag in the hallway. I still call it go get the bag. It's funny.
Bro, how did that record come about, bro?
We were driving to New York, or to LA, excuse me. We were going to work at Hitco, to work at LA Reid's studio. We were driving to New York. LaRussell's like, send me some beat, or play me some beats.
Yeah.
I happened to be driving. He's in the passenger seat. He just wrote it right in the car. You know, he's like, I'm finna send this to Neff. And we were actually, this is a gem. I never even said this before, but it was supposed to be LaRussel, Neff, and DuBois, but the boy never sent the verse back in time. It was like a weekend span.
Yeah.
LaRussel don't play. He's like, I'll give him 3 days.
Yeah.
Neff sent it back immediately, you know, and killed it. And then that's just what the record was.
Yeah.
So we got to get one with the boys still.
Yeah.
But that would have been crazy for the V.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, we about to get into it. Baggage Claim, LaRussel and Tope, featuring Neff the Pharaoh. This your boy Scino signing out on another episode of Free Play Radio. Shout out Burn, shout out Hen, shout out Troy LLF. All in radio, let's get it.
Yeah, hey. So got the dope, bring the beat in. Yeah, from Portland Fact. Hey, I'm in the gray Dodge Mag with the sunroof, slapping escape. Who can I run to? I'm spreading love. I got a gun too. It's no escape. Who can you run to? I'm in the east.
The song GT Coupe by LaRussel and One More and Nate.
Nigga, you ain't know what? This is the type of shit they don't show when there's only 5 people at your show. What would you do?
For this beat, I started out with a loop from Splice from the Resonance 2-pack. It was originally 70 BPM. I took it up to 90 BPM and I pitched it up 2 semitones. Then I played a bass line. I used the SID solid bass from Omnisphere. Then I added a lead, vintage square lead from Omnisphere. Then I programmed some drums. And that was really it, man. The final beat sounded like this.